What is up, guys? It is your girl here, the one that started it all, and I have another movie review for you. Uh, a kind soul by the name of Buddah Raghu. Buddha, I hope I said your last name correctly. Raghu? 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 Forgiveness if I mispronounce your name, Buddha. I do apologize. I don't like butchering names. I feel horrible. I feel bad when I butcher names, but I've said it once again. I try. I really try. So, Buddha was kind enough to request a movie to have me watch a movie called 2.0. And 2.0, I'll admit I had to watch it twice because this was completely different. I was completely taken off guard. I'll admit I did not watch the trailer for this movie because I didn't want to, judge the trailer and then go like, hey, I'm not watching it. If it doesn't interest me, it doesn't interest me. So when they say Robo 2.0, just by the name itself, well, it's actually 2.0, but that's how it's viewed in America, in other countries. It is, I thought, thinking like RoboCop or something with robots. That's what I was saying. I was like thinking of RoboCops. When I saw this movie, all I could think of was Power Rangers and Transformers. It was most definitely not what I expected. Although the effects were cool, especially with the bird. That was really cool. The reason why it reminded me of Power Rangers is because there's like a epic fight scene where both the good guy and the bad guy are like mega swords, all tall and fighting each other at a stadium. Like, it was completely unexpected and it was different. Most different. Uh, oh my god, I am so sorry. I was not expecting it. So, basically, the movie. Oh my gosh, okay. So, the movie is about how technology has gone against humanity because a man who was, he used to have a bird sanctuary and he was an activist for the birds, claimed up and down that, the charges, like the cell towers for the phones and technology, were causing, birds to die. And he tried to tell the people, hey, can you guys start reducing the use of technology? Your wavelengths, your radiation, your charges are causing the birds to die. And no one listened, and people mocked him, and eventually the birds in the sanctuary, even the chicks, had passed away. He sued the technology companies, and the court says, dismissed it. Hey, you can't prove that they did it. You can't prove nothing. And it drove him to take his own life. With that, he took his own life at a cell tower. And his soul, his vengeful soul, starts to take over, starts to bring in, like, due to the negative charge of the cell towers, because that's what killed the birds. His vengeful spirit, makes use of the negative charges and brings all the dead souls of the birds to become, an entity, a supernatural entity, which I thought that was pretty cool. I have seen movies where, like, there was a movie back in the 90s, early 90s, called The Ghost of the Machine, and it was about a serial killer who managed to infuse himself with technology because he was a serial killer that would steal people's address books and basically go and kill the people who were addresses they were in. And he ended up bonding with technology. And then there was another movie with Johnny Depp called Transcendence, where he was doing the same thing. He was dying, and he eventually transcended into technology and becoming becoming an entity within technology. So that was pretty cool with the way they did that, because he ends up that this vengeful spirit, in one instance, one phenomenon, he makes all of the cell phones go up in the air, and people are panicking. Oh my God, what's going on? A professor who's well known for making robotics, androids. He makes an android and shows it to his class, which was Neela, and that's when he hears about the phenomenon, and they're wondering, okay, what's going on here? He goes to a board members, and they're trying to figure out why is this happening. At one point, the professor suggests that he reboots another android by the name of Cheetah. But a lot of people are basically going, no, don't do that, because if you do that, there's going to be problems, because it just so happens that android had killed a family member of theirs. So it gets to a point where the phenomenon gets worse and people are killed. And they reactivate Cheetah, say you can reactivate him. And then he fights off with this big bird that has taken the form from the cell phones and is attacking the city. They're fighting and everything. And at one point, our hero starts to lose power. So he goes up into space and recharges with the space antennas. Now, when the bird goes after him to finish him off, it cannot. It turns out that because it is made by a negative charge and the space antennas are given a positive charge, it cannot coincide together, because positive, negative cannot go together. When you put two magnets together and you try to put them together, they can't do it. So the android tells the professor, hey, it can't come up here. It's a positive charge. So using the positive ions, they go and then they disperse it. The bird then comes into the form of the guy who basically wanted the use of technology to go away, to be stopped being used. Basically tells them, I'm going to punish these people for their ignorance. And he tells them the story, I tried to, this is why we cannot have technology. So because they wanted technology so badly, I will be what brings them down to death, to kill them, So he manages to take possession of the professor, and Daisy tells, the android, hey, do it, while being possessed, do it. Cheetah refuses to do so, and then it comes down to the epic. Sooner as more events happen, it comes down to the the epic fight scene in the stadium. He brings fighting robots. They start fighting each other as if they're Megazords. And then once the bad guy is defeated, the professor's in the hospital, and doesn't blame the bad guy. He goes, the bad guy, Packish, I believe that was his name. He was a virtuous man who was corrupted by society. And I think we should start taking into consideration what he was saying and start to reduce, the waves of technology, things like that, so that no one else can get hurt. He was very passionate about it, and we were ignorant, we mocked him, and we did not listen to him. All goes well, and Cheetah begins a relationship with Nala. But it's kind of funny because he has an alternate ego. So the alternate ego, it was there because he was rebooted. He was updated. He was updated. He was upgraded. There we go. Upgraded. He was upgraded because of the events that happened before, because he was shut down because he had killed someone. So this alter ego was so he would not hurt humans, and that's what Nala did. Nala told the alter ego, who does not hurt humans, do not hurt humans, go after this guy. And when all was said and done, he went back to his original his original ego, and then starts a relationship with Nala. That's kind of crazy though, because it's like there was this one scene where she goes in his arm, he goes, oh, man. It wasn't bad. It was very unexpected, very different. It had a lot of comedic, like, it was quirky, kind of like a quirky comedic. He could make jokes, right? Kind of like Inspector Gadget. Oh God, that was a bad comparison, or maybe that is a good one. I don't know. Like I said, this was very unexpected. I had to watch it again just so, because the first time I'm like, what is this? What's going on? What? And I had to watch it again so I can really give it a chance, so I can really understand what happened, because I thought I thought someone was playing a joke on me. I thought I was watching the wrong movie, because I thought it was like, RoboCop and things like that. Like iRobot. I was thinking more. I was thinking more of like what I was used to, rather than that. This was very, very unexpected, but I did have fun watching it. Like I said, I had to watch it again because the first time I didn't know what to do. Like I said, it was completely different from what I'm used to. It was very unexpected. I thought this was a prank on me. No, it wasn't. It was a real movie. But I did like the concept. It's just the problem when I see movies like these where like the concept's awesome, it's like action and things like that, but there's more comedy in it. I kind of start to go more the action, like how would I change it to get the comedic parts out? But that's just me. That's just my mind. I mean, it's more like how would I make this movie better? But I didn't want to do that because it's like, first off, movies are forms of entertainment. No matter what the movie is, whether it's a foreign film or an American film or whatever film, movies are there as a source for entertainment, for amusement. And this movie did amuse me. It did entertain me because it was so different. Very unexpected. Very unexpected. So, Buddha, thank you for your suggestion. I do like sci-fi and I do like action. This was completely, took me way off guard. It took me way off guard. But again, thank you for your suggestion. I do appreciate it. It was completely different. But again, thank you so much. If you guys are into like that kind of stuff, like Reardon is like basically on a roller coaster, right? It's going up, it's going down, it's all over the place, then this is the sci-fi movie for you. Yeah, what can I say? Completely. I was taken off guard. So thank you, Buddha, and I hope all of y'all have a great day.